Chetaha. Atindriya Punarmanaha Sattva Samagdakam Chetaha. That is, Manas is an extraordinary Atindriyaha. Atindriya because Manas is also in sense organ. It is Nirakaraha. It is formless and it is a supreme. That is a coordinating link between Atma and the Sharira. A simple and common example I would like to say is Atma is energy, as we all know, and Sharira, let us consider it as a machine, and Manas will be the electric switch. With this only, we can connect the energy to the machine, that is Manas. It is supreme and it is controller of prana, that is Atma, and then the Indriya, that is our sense organs. That is, Manas possesses both the qualities, the organ of sense and organ of action. Manas is also called as Ubhayendriya, that is Gnanendriya, when its function is perception of intellect, and Karmendriya, neurological function of sensory and motor. Though controversy, Manas, the seat, is Mastishka, brain, and Hridaya, the heart. Some consider Manas, since it is Nirakara, formless, some consider Manas is brain and some consider Manas as an heart. When functioning neurologically, that is sensory and motor, its seat will be the brain, and when functioning perception, the seat is heart. The Lakshanas of Manas is Lakshana Manaso Gnanasya Bhavo Bhava Eva Chitinam Sat Atma Indriyarthanam Sankarshena Vartate. That is, when coordination between Manas, soul, sense organ with its object occurs, then only Gnana, that is understanding, maybe motor or sensory or intellectual occurs. And when there is no contact of the Manas with sense organs and their object, no understanding of things occur. This is explained in Mahabharata in a simple quote has Chakshusha Pashyati Rupani Manasaha Nacha Chakshushaha. That is, eye is a sense organ. It sees the object, perceives it, coordinates with Manas, and then the beauty is admired. Without coordination with Manas alone, the eye cannot admire and enjoy the beauty. And nowadays, this is the quote we hear commonly: eye sees what the mind sees, which is being said already in Mahabharata. The qualities of Manas is Anutvamcha Ekatvam, Dvau Gunaho Manasaha Smrutaho. That is, Manas is one and minute. Manas is only one, but due to its association with many sense organs, it appears to be many. But the fact is, Manas can be associated with only one sense organ at a time and not many. Here, I would like to quote an example of a lady cooking a nutritious meal. While cooking with interest, a lady is cutting or cleaning the vegetables. She is eating the oil, adding or preparing the spices at a time, and also tasting the food. She is multitasking here. She is using almost all her sense organs. She is watching through eye. She is smelling the aroma through nose. She is tasting the food through her tongue, and skin she is using to do her work. And we feel she is using many of her sense organs and has many Manas also. No, Manas is one and Manas is minute. It is very quick in action. The quickness with which the Manas shifts its association from one sense organ to other makes it appear many. This quick shift of Manas is only due to its minuteness. That is, Manas is always one and minute. Next, the functions of Manas is Chintyam Vicharam Yuhyam Cha Deham Sankalpam Eva Chaha. Objects are perceived with the help of sense organs and the mind. This perception purely is identity in the beginning. Later, the practical good or bad are accepted. The intellect determines the specific properties of the object, impels the individual to speak or act intelligently. Here, I would like to quote the example of wheat. Judge gives gluten content. Wheat is called as Goduma in Ayurveda, and it is being explained in Astanga Hridaya some 3,000 years ago as Rushyo Shito Guruhu Snigdo Jivano Vata Pittaha, Sandanakari Godumo, Madhura Stairya Kruta Saraha. That is, qualities of Goduma is it is cooling in nature, heavy for digestion, and the end product is Madhura, that is nothing but starch and glucose. It is Rushya, vigor, Jivana, strength giving, Sandanakari, it is binding in nature, Stairya is stability, Sara is motility, and most importantly, it is Vata Pitta Shamaka. Usually it is related with the health of the bones and joints. Nowadays, wheat is being judged as an unhealthy food due to its gluten content. The research paper says wheat contains about 70% of starch, that is nothing but the glucose, which our Ayurveda classics have already said some 3000 years back, 10 to 12% of protein and 75% of gluten. This gluten has unique viscoelastic adhesive property, which gives dough its elasticity. This is also been explained in Ayurveda as Sandanakari, that is binding in nature, and Stairya, it gives stability, that is especially important for the healthy of bones and joints. Nowadays, just 0.5 to 1% people are getting allergy to wheat. That too, genetically disordered peoples like celiac diseases, but some are getting irritable bowel syndrome. As 0.5 to 1% of the people are being suffering, whole of the wheat is being blacklisted because of its gluten content, and is considered as an unhealthy food for consumption. Now, I would like to compare this with the way we have to think and analyze whatever is being presented in the research papers recently. See, when we see wheat, Chintya is think about it. Then analyze what wheat is, whether it is good or bad. That is called as vichara. How do we do vichara? We have to take some help. Let us take the help of our memory if we have anything which we have read earlier, or go for some references which we are available too much in the internet nowadays. How should we? We should fully focus and with full concentration of mind, read about the wheat, then decide on the discrimination between good or bad. That is, make sankalpa whether wheat, due to its gluten content, is it healthy or unhealthy, and decide whether it should be used as a good food or not. That is the function of manas. Next is Trigunatmaka Manasaha, Rajas Tamoha Sattva Guna Yogachaha. The Manasika gunas of every person will be Sattva, Rajasa, Tamo Gunaha. Acharya says that every human being or a combination of these three gunas based on the mode of person's activities on daily basis, determination of guna, one or the other, make up the quality of the manas. That is, Vyapadeshastu Bhuyasaha. This I would like to explain with an example of lecture on nutrition and health. See, we usually attend a lecture on nutrition health. Attending a paid class on nutrition and health by an expert, we sit in a very scientific hall with highly intelligent, like-minded people, then listen to the expert's speech. The expert gives every details about what is food, nutrition of the food, its health content, etc. But let me take the conclusion of the expert speech. The conclusion of every expert speech on food will be, all activity we do depend on the food. One should have food in proper quality and quantity, following the right time with proper anga reflexes. This provides strength, happiness, and satisfaction. Now, we listen to this lecture, think, concentrate, determine to follow it. That is Sattva Guna. Then we are Sattvika Guna predominant. After a few days, as a common person, due to our daily routine and work schedule, slowly we blend our thoughts and follow our old routine time of intake of food with a taste but satisfactory quality and quantities. Then comes the Rajo or the Tama Gunaha. That is, these three gunas, according to our thinking and diet, will show impact on the physical, emotional, and spiritual level. The person may be then Satvika, Rajasika, or Tamasika Gunaham. Depending on the present nature, the gunas dominate. The characteristic of every person will maybe characteristic of Satvika Guna person is associated with the truth, courage, knowledge, compassion, forgiveness, dedication, concentration. And characteristic of Rajasika Guna person is associated with pride, anger, aggression, excitation, inflated self-esteem. And the characteristic of Tamasika Guna person will be stimulation of negative attitude, darkness, inaction, lethargy, and sleep. Acharyas considers Satvika Guna alone as the Manasika Gunaha. Sat Bhavaha Sattvam. Sat refers to existence of reality and truth, and when imbalanced, doesn't cause any doshas. But Rajas and Tamogunas are considered as Manasika doshas, as these, when imbalanced, causes either physical or Manasika doshas. Charaka concludes as Shariram Sattva Samagnakam Cham Vyadinam Ashrayo Mataham Tataha Sukhanam Yogastuhu Sukhanam Karanam Samaha. The manas and body, together with the sense organ, are a site of manifestation of all miseries and happiness. Hence, a healthy person with a strong controlled manas is able to cure several diseases without any treatment. That is Sattva, Bala, and Arogya. Here, Charaka explains that manas is the one, along with the body and sense organs, gives happiness or miseries. So we should always have strength of both, not only Sattva, Manas, but also the physical Sharira. That is Sattva, Bala, and Arogya. Next comes the topic Satvik food. In Ayurveda, Ahar is one of the three pillars of life, other being Nidra and Brahmacharya. Ayurveda explains varieties of food ranging from different diversity of natural sources. It mentions plant products, animal products, and minerals, their properties in relation to the body constitution. That is, who am I? What is my body constitution? Which food suits me? According to the season, places with their specific function, both in physiological, that is in my health, pathological, in my illness state. This also describes non-material methods like meditation, good thoughts and conduct, lifestyle that influences well-being with healthy extended lifespan. That is food for body and good thoughts for the mind. Now, definition for health as per food is swasthya swasthya rakshanam aturasya vikara prashamanam. That is swasthya swasthya rakshanam, to be in one's own natural self. That is to be on your own. And to acclaim this, Ayurveda emphasizes a balanced diet and a healthy mind. This is totally for a healthy person to maintain his health. Aturasya vikara prashamanam, Ayurveda also emphasizes on nutrient-rich whole food, which prevents disease manifestation. That is, when a person is sick, what is his illness? Depending upon his illness, what food he has to intake. That is also being explained in Ayurveda, and it is called as Pathya. As mentioned earlier, in Indian culture, food is being described from various angles. That is Vedic, Darshanik, Yogic, and also in Ayurvedic literature. Satvik food is a term mentioned in Yogic and Darshanik culture, but nowhere in Ayurveda there is a reference as Satvik food. But this food is relatively a new extension of Ayurvedic food only. Ayurveda is a science which emphasizes food for prevention, promotion, and also curation. Next, the yogic definition of Satvik food is wholesome, organic plant and dairy products, strictly avoiding animal products, and non-harming food to yourself and other living creatures. Yogic literature emphasizes food for healthy emotions and spiritual enhancement. And also the yogic food gives less importance to the food which is needed for our healthy body. They give much emphasis for the food for the emotions and for spiritual enhancement. Ahara shuddho sattva suddhihi. That is, the food individual eats influences the mind and becomes part of the pure consciousness. Every individual has all these three manasika gunas, as explained earlier, that is Satvika, Rajasika, and Tamasika, but their proportion varies as per their diet and activities. Now, Satvika Ahara, this is being explained in Ramayana. No much reference is being given in Ayurvedic text. In Ramayana, they explains Satvika food has Ayya Sattva Balarogya, Sukhapriti Vivardhanam Rasaha, Snigdha Sthira Rudhyaha, Ahara Satvika Priyaha. That is, that food which gives purity, strength, longevity, joy, love, stability, satisfaction, which is sweet, soft, and pleasing to everyone, is Satvika food. Fresh vegetables, seasonal fruits, whole grain, dairy products, to mention a few. Vihara is meditation, satsanga, as we are doing now, pranayama, asanas. These Satvika Ahara are in favor of well-being of an individual and as an ability to improve the quality of life, body, and mind. These are vitalizers and regenerators, and Satvika Ahara are good mind and body cleansers. Now, I would like to take the example of cow's milk, a myth in vegan diet. See, many people who believe in yogic diet, vegan diet, explain to minimize food which is harmful to other living creatures. And here I would like to take the example of milk, not any other milk, not any other animal products. First, milk, it's been explained in Charaka as Kshiram Jivayatehi. That is, milk is life, and when digested properly, it nourishes all the tissues and balances the gunas. It brings strength, strong immunity, happiness, and contentment. Milk is important food, especially if you follow vegetarian lifestyle. It is full of micro and macronutrients. Just if you follow a vegetarian lifestyle, milk is a must, and it is just as the thought, the cough is not being fed well, we are losing the basic natural life-giving food, because along with the milk, we are also missing so many milk other products like curd, buttermilk, ghee, paneer, etc. There are so many equal food available in the nature, and in comparison, there is no any equal food available in the nature in comparison to milk, like soya milk, almond milk, or coconut milk.
Miss Madhuri Devi, I have a question with the milk.
Yeah.
So you said it's not comparable to any other milk. So do you suggest to eat whole milk, 2% milk, coconut milk, or any other milk, or just the plain 2% milk? Is that what you're saying?
No. Milk as a whole is good.
Okay, so whole milk, right? Not see in US we have 2% milk, then we have 2% low-fat milk, and then there's a whole milk. So is there any particular one that you are referring to?
Yes, because milk especially depends upon the characters of the animal. See, cow's milk has very less percentage of fat, maybe 2% or 3%, and buffalo milk is, yes, it is very, very thick and it has too much of butter. There you can consider whether to have 2% or 5%. Cow's milk as a whole, it is very, very low in fat content. You can have the whole milk there. While choosing buffalo milk, then choose whatever you feel like.
Okay. So cow milk 2% is good.
Yeah. That is good.
Okay. Now, the other thing I wanted to ask you, how about egg? Does egg it doesn't consider a sattvic food, right?
Egg. egg may be considered as a sattvic food, but because it is a product of animal, if you feel so, you can stop eating it.
Yeah.
Because egg is a protein, and we get so many proteins almost equal to egg. We
Yeah.
get many other vegetable proteins also which are equal to egg, but the milk we don't get all those components in the vegetables.
Okay. So egg is an optional if somebody wants to eat that.
Yeah, egg is optional. Cow's milk you can take 2%. Buffalo milk you have to choose, because buffalo milk is having too much of fat.
It's more thick. Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
thick and it's having too much of fat.
Now they say egg is good for your eyes and for your hair. Is that true?
Yes, egg is a protein. Every protein is good for hair. Yes, it
Yeah.
is very good for hair.
But if you're eating a lot of dal, then you don't really need egg, right?
Huh?
If you're
Sorry,
eating a lot of dal or the protein dal, then you don't really need egg.
No. Egg is optional. It can
Yeah.
be optional. It
Yeah.
can be optional.
Okay. Okay, keep going. Thank you.
Thank you. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಸ್ಟಕ್ ಆಯ್ತು ನೋಡು. I think this is not moving. Next slide ಗೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೋಗೋದು ನಾನೀಗ? ರಾಜಸಿಕ food. Yes.
Okay.
It's okay. Sir, now I would like to explain Rajasika Ahara. Katu Amla Lavana, Ati Ushna Atiksharah, Taksha Vidahinaha, Ahara Rajasaha, Sachesta, Dukka Shoka Bayapradaha. That is, Rajasika food are too spicy, sour, salty, astringent, too much hot, which weakens the digestive system and always have a rush to eat food. Caffeinated drinks, alcohol, meat and its product, excessive spicy, refined and processed food, to name a few. And Vihara is excessive indulgence in stressful mental and physical activities. This food provokes mental restlessness and dominant thoughts, gives us dominant thoughts. These are not completely harmful to the body and mind, but it disturbs body and mind equilibrium. This garlic and valuable spice, I would like to explain garlic here. Garlic is being called as Lashuna in Ayurveda, and yes, it is in Rajasika food. Here Ashtanga Vidya explains it as Brut Tikshna Ushna Katupaka Rasaha Saraham Rudya Kesho Guru Rushyaha Snigdha Deepana Pachanaha. That is, Lashuna is very pungent and hot. It has good cleansing property as a cardiac tonic. It's a stimulant of digestive juices, good for height, improves hair strength and quantity. It is hepatoprotective, induces mobility, and is good for raised cholesterol levels also. Lashuna is a valuable spice and a popular remedy for various ailments. This should be consumed as a spice in small quantity. This provides health for body and mind. Yoga and spiritual people avoid it as it increases anger, aggression, ignorance, anxiety, and sexual disorders. So here, Lashuna, though it is containing all these spicy, sour, salty, astringent in qualities, it is also good. And this disturbs only equilibrium of the body and mind when consumed in lot. See, I am a medical officer. When I go out, I have to extract lots of herb from other people. During that time, this causes we go under lots of stress and anxiety. Just to relax, we have caffeinated drink, sometimes like coffee. This relaxes us, but the quantity should be small and it should be in a balanced way. not like a heavy quantity which disturbs the body and mind equilibrium. This can be consumed, but as a spice. Next, we'll go for tamasika ahara.
So Miss Madhuri Devi, so lasan, you said garlic. You can take one garlic every day. Is that okay or no?
No. We can't count like one garlic or two garlic, because I said it is a cardiac tonic. We prepare medicine as a cardiac tonic or to decrease lipid excessive cholesterol. We process that garlic and we use about 5 grams, maybe about 5 to 6 cloves of garlic. That is normal per day.
Okay.
Excessive garlic only may induce the imbalance.
Okay.
May cause imbalance.
Okay. So yeah, so 1 to 2 is it's normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tamasika ahara. Tamasika yata yamagataha rasam puti pariyushitam chavyat uchchista ipacha medyam bhojanat namaha priyaha. That is, that food which is stinking, tasteless, putrid, stale, not fresh, which is not chewed properly, eating without interest, skipping meals leads to lethargic, restrained, unmotivated activities, which will lead to illness like diabetes, obesity, and liver disorders. Tamasika guna is required for adequate rest and sleep. Vihara is physical inactivity, excessive sleep, that too day sleeping, withholding the urges increases the tamoguna. And strictly, there are no examples for tamasika ahara, as this causes too many health disorders. Presently, in the urban lifestyle, today, she is in a demanding job, trying to succeed. They juggle between office, family commitments, the hectic social calendar, visiting yoga gym, reading, traveling, etc. They move mechanically from one task to other with alarm on their hands, chasing lots of to-do lists, lacking control over their life. Between all these mechanically Rajoguna stimulant lifestyle, they have Satvik food with the great expectation to attain clarity of mind and pure consciousness. This is the present scenario, and to understand this, we have to decide as per what Charaka has said. The conclusion I'm giving is as per Charaka. Tadvidya seva vijnanam atma indriyanam chaha sarvashaha. Acharyas explain we should have knowledge of Atmadi, that is, see Atma Gnana. First understand who am I, what is good for me. Next, Desha Gnana, which Desha I belong to, and what is good according to the Desha. See, I am working in a cooler climates like Arctic and Antarctic region. And here, if I say I'm avoiding products and alcohol, then we have to think what else we should have over there in that climate. Next is Kala Gnana, time. Acharya, no curd during the nights, and season. Just, it is a rainy season, and sometimes during the rainy season, we feel like having something like chatpata, mirchi and all. And occasionally taking that is good. And we have to think about that also. We cannot avoid as it is a Rajasika food, but think about the season and have it in quantity sufficient. Kulagnana, that is religious background. There are certain religious where the animal products are a must. And Bala Shakti Gnana, depending upon our physical and mental strength, decide what is good or what is bad for me. Above all these, Acharyas say, do seva of the people who serve the humanity. This is the importance of Ayurveda. See, what they are saying is understand yourself, know what you want, not only for the physical, also for the psychological, also for your mental strength. To get the mental strength, the good ahara is, that is the good food, to get a very strong and a pure consciousness, mental strength is, we have to do seva of people who serve the humanity. Lastly, ahara achara chestashu sukarti pretyaha chiham parham prayatnam atistit buddhiman ita sevedaha. That is, to attain sukha in this life and also in the coming life, intelligent person should try their level best, that is prayatna, to follow the principles of health relating to diet, conduct and action. Acharya says, first understand, know what do you want, do prayatna, that is make a habit slowly by following ita ahara, that is a healthy food, ita achara, that is a healthy behavior, ita chestaha, that is a healthy physical activity. Then we get sattva, that is manasika, bala, strength, and then health. Not only for this lifetime, also for the coming lifetime. Thank you. I would like to conclude this topic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Does anyone has any questions?
I just have one quick question.
Any of the questions you all have?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Kaushalya.
Yeah, Madhuri, I just have one quick question. Some
Yeah.
people complain that when they drink milk they feel bloated, and what is the best thing for them? Should they avoid milk?
No. When you take milk, you feel bloated.
Bloated, yeah, and also we feel like phlegm. A lot of phlegm gets collected in our chest.
That is regularly if you have that, then you have to dilute the milk.
Okay.
Because whatever the fat content may be causing you the abdomen bloating and then phlegm collection. If you feel that, then make it 2% fat, 2% fat content of cow's milk. Best is cow's milk. That doesn't have too much fat. If it is other milk, then just lessen your fat content. That
Okay.
will not make you allow fat content of getting phlegm over your chest there.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Sejalben,
Yeah.
my question to Madhuri Devi is what is the best Satvik food for your healthy eyes?
Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ma'am, I said already, whole grain food, fresh vegetables. You can choose all the fresh vegetables like carrots. We are usually saying you can have them.
I have a quick question. This is Uma
Yeah.
speaking. So
Mhm.
what do you think about other sources of milk like almond milk, soy milk, and all these things?
Ma'am, those milks are also good when comparison to cow's milk or animal milk like cow's milk or buffalo's milk. No, they are not equal to it.
Yeah.
If you're still feeling that harming an animal is bad for me, then you can avoid and have those milk also. And
No, that was not the point. The point is some people are allergic to cow's milk. They cannot handle cow's milk. So instead
Yes,
of that, they drink other sources of milk.
Yeah. Ma'am, they can go for any other milk also. And see, almond milk is also good. The better food milk will be the coconut milk. See, almond percentage we need will be in milligrams. When we are preparing milk of almond, we usually add some grams of almond. Body doesn't need so much of almond. And okay, body is having such a good function. It takes whatever it wants and excretes the other things. But better when compared to almond, which is in milligram, we can go for coconut milk. Because soya is also we are needing in small quantity only. Almond, soya, better is coconut milk for that.
All right, thank you so much. That's very informative. Thank
So
you.
so Madhuri Devi, so regular whole milk, right? Regular whole milk, which is cow milk or regular whole milk, as opposed to the coconut milk, which one would you recommend more?
Ma'am, we would recommend the cow's milk only because it is coming from the natural form.
Yeah.
And that is easily digestible.
Okay.
And one more thing, milk is being satmya. Satmya is when we are born, we are being fed with mother's milk. The day we are born, we are habituated to milk of animal. Okay, if we consider human being is also an animal, that is almost milk equal to other animals also. So that is better when compared to other milks.
Okay. Now, milk also helps for preventing the hair fall, right?
Yeah. Milk is a whole food. It prevents hair fall.
Yeah. Yeah, because we had a session with the hair fall last month, and we were talking about all the products. So, well, thank you for your insight.
Thank you, Sejal. Thank you.
Does anyone else have any questions? Is there any more questions? Or we can combine the questions and send it to Madhuri Devi later on. Kaushalya, did you have something to say?
No, I just want to appreciate her taking some time to put all those shlokas together. And I'm sure she may not remember it from her college days. So she
Yeah.
went through a lot of books and brought in all those shlokas to make sure that we understand. So I'm
Yeah.
really appreciative of that.
I
You know,
really,
thank
yeah,
you so
I really
much.
appreciate that, Madhuri Devi. You put a lot of things together, and it was really straight to the point, direct, lot of direct information, which was very good. And I like how you connected with Ramayana and Mahabharata as well. And I liked how you characterize all kind of different characteristics of Manas. Very nice. I'm sure you took a lot of time to put this together. Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you so much. It was
Thank
really
you.
very good presentation.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mhm.
Maybe you can share the presentation to us, Kaushalya.
Yeah, sure. I will. I will.
Yeah. Is there any more questions? Jyoti Aunty, did you have any questions? If not,